season in London has started to pour. There's nothing to do they've not done before.
The people are tired.
The parties are sure. We just couldn't stay there for 1 minute more. Frequent in London has almost their fun. Now Liverpool will over. The test match is done. Now Bentley has finished. And Ascot has run. It's time for the country. It's time for the sun. There isn't any doubt about the best place to go. It's every rolling action where the starting go. If the Duchess doesn't find you, then you'll talk off the tree. And goodness, she did right to me. She did right to me. The atmosphere will lighten when we all take the air. And everything will brighten when we find ourselves there. You'll find no one who wants to pick up and dawn. There's breakfast in bed and there's lunch on the lawn. And if there are inches who'd like to have more, there's swimming,
There's croquet
there's tennis,
and golf.
without irrigation we can all recommend the noble institution of the Heaven Defence. Because it's socially equal nowhere else in the land. There's no other home like the sacred land, so safely and proud. The atmosphere will heighten now when they hear heaven roar. The younger guests are frightened to not be here at all. Don't you welcome so long as you keep to the rules. The Duchess has never been partial to fools. Really, so long as you know what is done, you're happy, enjoying your place in the sun. For a weekend in heaven is simply divine. The people, the parties, the food and wine. It's leisure and pleasure for everyone. You're happy, enjoying your place in the sun.
It's rumored up the board that is tearing around.
The Duchess demands that the air shall be found. The air shall be found.
Listen, everybody, for the news will soon be around. The family solicitor has run the air to ground. There is no doubt about it, there isn't any snag. They've dug him out of somewhere, they've got him in the bag. I've seen him, I've met him, he's here. And all this
Any
blessed moment hell of here.
Is he gone? Is he fair?
You think we shall care for the new Lord Heaven?
Is he short? Is he tall? You think we shall call for the new Lord Heaven?
Won't you tell us if you can what you know about the man?
Is he what we all expect?
Is he circumspect?
Is he weak? Is he strong?
Does he really belong?
Is he all he should be?
Well, very soon we shall see him.
Very soon we shall
On the air. What do you know about him, Gerald?
Nothing at all, except that he's alive and kicking. Worse luck for us.
He's going to be a very rich man,
Yes.
isn't he?
This rather dashes our chances of scooping the Hereford millions for ourselves, doesn't it?
Possibly.
Jackie, what are we going to do?
Well, you could get a job.
A what? A job?
Yes, work.
Work? Earn one's living? Get up before noon? You must be off your chump. There must be better ways of earning money than that.
Well, you could try selling this.
But Jackie, that's our engagement ring.
Sorry, darling, but I can't afford to mix business with pleasure.
You can't. You won't. You couldn't. You have.
Well, we live in a commercial age, Gerald. A girl has to look after herself. If Lord Hereford's going to get the money, then I'm going to get Lord Hereford.
Well, dash it! You've bally well gone and broken my ballet heart. I once had a notion that we'd get along. I still have that notion, but maybe I'm wrong. The female emotion will thrive on, I learn, a little investment
And plenty of return. Me, I'm for the top of the tree. Just you look on and you'll see what's going to happen to me. I want all that money can buy. I'll make my limit the sky. This is hooray and goodbye. While I'm young and healthy, I'll find someone wealthy, some rich city prize with rings on his fingers
and under his eyes.
me. Just you look up and you'll see me on the top of the tree, thinking nothing of no one but me. I'll make men so fond that their pulses will start, and I'll be the blonde that the fellows prefer. The past that I've clung to is now on a wing. Don't care where I'm flung to, I'm going to have my fling. Me, I'm for the top of the tree. Just you look on and you'll see.
Yes, but what's going to happen to me?
I want all that money can buy. I'll make my limit the sky. This is hooray and goodbye. While I'm young and healthy, I'll find someone wealthy, some rich city man.
Who'll cancel the contract as soon as he can?
Me, just you look up and you'll see me on the top of the tree, thinking nothing of no one but, nothing of no one but me.
Frederick,
Yes.
a drop.
No, Clara.
Oh, Mr. Porchester.
Lady Battersby, Lord Battersby.
What's all this about in here?
Well, I'm afraid I couldn't say.
Who is he?
Well,
Hello, Mummy.
Where is he?
Good afternoon, Sir Jasper. Freddie, Clara, Mr. Porchester.
Your Grace.
Where is Sir John?
I passed him in the hallway trying to recover from the shock we've all just had.
Get off, you flappy idiots! Damn those poodles of yours, Maria. They take an unhealthy interest in my ankles.
Well, now that we are all gathered, Mr. Porchester has some news which affects us all.
Yes, I've heard all about it. He's fouled the air.
And now, as you will all be aware, the last Earl of Hereford contracted an unfortunate alliance in his youth. They soon parted, and she died. There were rumours of a son, however, and Lord Hereford's will had to provide for the possibility of his one day turning up. I have to tell you that it is quite certain that he has turned up. The will is insistent that the heir be a person fit and proper to assume his position at Hereford. Otherwise, he cannot inherit, but is granted a generous annuity on which to live in retirement.
Yes, but how do we decide if he is fit and proper?
Well, what's his club?
The two executors must decide, Gerald. Her Grace, and Sir John.
Wheel him in, let's take a look at him.
Yes, where is he?
Well, before I introduce him to you, I feel I should say...
Oh, come on, Porchester, do get on with it.
Rather. We're absolutely on tenterhooks, aren't we, my love?
Frederick,
Yes.
shut up.
Well, I feel I should tell you, he's not quite, perhaps...
Damn it all, Barchester! Never know such a fellow for talking. Gerald, ring the bell.
Porchester, what's he called, this new Earl?
William.
William.
William! The 7th Earl was a William.
Ah, Charles, show the gentleman in now, please.
Does he know yet, Porchester, that he's the new Lord Hereford?
No. I felt it should be broken to him gently.
If you would like to come this way, sir.
All right? Oh, damn me!
Hey, what do you say?
Nice, yes, very nice indeed. Dear. Welcome to Hereford, William. May I present Her Grace the Duchess of D.
Very nice to meet you, lady. Very nice indeed.
How do you do? This is an old friend of the family, Sir John Tremaine.
What you got, all right? My God.
My daughter, Lady Jacqueline Carstone.
How do you do?
How do you do? Very nice to meet you. Very nice indeed.
My nephew, Gerald Bolingbroke.
Oh,
How do you do?
how do you do? Oops, I dropped my finger.
Oh, I say.
Sorry about that.
And Lord and Lady Battersby.
Ah, how do you do?
How do you do? I expect you like a drink.
Oh, rather. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Oh, cheers, shall I take that?
Oh, be careful, that decanter's over 200 years old.
Oh, that's a stroke of luck, eh? Could have been a new one. That's right, darling, you tell him, eh? Bit of a lad, is he?
How dare you!
Mr. Herbert Parchester, you already
What's your
know.
party?
And that is Sir Jasper Train.
What's that?
How'd you do? Very nice to meet you. Very nice indeed. Deaf old coat, never mind, eh? Well, my friends call me Bill. Shall we proceed, Your Grace?
Please sit down, William.
Oh, so very much.
What you doing?
Oh, sorry.
All right, I didn't see you there. All right, mate.
Before we tell you why you're here, we'd like to know something about you, William.
Yes, it.
Where do you live? Oh, in a distant village called London.
Yes, but what part?
All of me.
No, what part of London, you clock?
Oh, Lambeth.
Lambeth?
My God.
Lambeth, did he say?
Best part of London, Squire. South of the river.
Yes, but the thing is,
Here.
is it a house or a flat?
Ah, I see what you're saying now. Well, the nice thing is, right, I've got a parlour, I've got a dining room, I've got a drawing room, I've got a bedroom, I've got everything, mate. Yeah, all in one room. Yeah, about the size of that fireplace over there. Yeah, the bath's in the basin, see? And one day you bath your top part, the next day you bath your middle, and the third day you bath
Yes,
your...
oh,
Lord!
Yes. But the thing is, what do you actually do?
What do I do? Oh, anything, Squire. You know, do a bit of sparring now and again.
Sparring?
You know, run for a bookie, sell fruit off a barrow. Holly, all fresh ripe strawberries. And I do a bit of the quickness of the hand, deceives the eye. Here, I want to volunteer. Sir John, right, come here. Right, take a card, any card, right? And look at it, and remember it. Do I know this man? No, I do not know this man. Right, have you looked at it?
Yes.
Right, put it back in the... Any way you like. That's it. Right, give it a really good shuffle, okay?
Okay.
Yeah? All right? Now, you mustn't tell me what it is, right?
No.
Okay? Now, you remembered it?
Yes.
Yeah, right. What was it?
5 of spades.
Correct. Man wins a goal watch.
Hey, that's mine! Coming home with it.
And now we have a surprise for you, William. Parchester.
Right, Your Grace, do you know anything about your parents, William? Yeah, they're brown bread.
Brown bread.
What are you talking about? Brown bread.
Like I said, brown bread, dead.
Oh, goody, I say it's Cockney rhyming slang. Can you do that?
Rhyming slang?
Yes, you hear it all the time at the races. Apparently.
Well, right. The facts are these. were his only son. Therefore, William Percival Prestane Snipson, you are now the rightful and lawful 18th Baron Hathingland, Lord of the Snipson Marshes, Marshal Royal in Ordinary to the Steward of Brandystow, with Castle Darling, and a 14th Earl of Hereford.
Hey,
But
you're trying to pull my tickler, ain't you? Nothing could be more serious. My gosh,
Oh,
quick,
my
water! Get some water! Here! I didn't faint for no water, you know.
Well, look,
Have a little brandy then. Brandy, that'll do, Gov. Cheers.
Bring a glass.
That's better. Yeah.
This is your family. Your father was my brother. You may therefore refer to me as your Aunt Maria. Lady Jacqueline and Gerald are your cousins.
What, him? Oh! Our family. Hello, Uncle John. Uncle John? How did you two marry then?
Certainly not.
Oops. Naughty, naughty. So this is my family, eh? Me, the Earl. The Earl of Hereford. Like the sound of that, I must say. Here. Am I rich then?
Well now, you have about 100,000 pounds
Yeah, that's not bad, is it?
a year.
I think I'm going to faint again. I said I think I'm going to faint again. I think.
Another drink. For goodness sake.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Of course, there's nothing wrong with Lambeth. Our old cousin Thomas used to live in Lambeth.
Of course he did, Sir Jasper. He was the Archbishop of Canterbury.
100,000 Krispies a year. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just take this year's instalment and leave you good people be there, alright?
I'm afraid it's not quite as simple as that.
You
No,
are not allowed to touch the inheritance,
See how much?
the money, unless the executors of your father's will, that is Sir John here, and myself, are agreed that you are a fit and proper person to stay on as Master of Hereford. Otherwise, you will receive an annuity and live in retirement.
Fit and proper. Me? For you lot? I get it.
Quite right, sensible attitude. Yes.
Nonsense, nonsense. You are Lord Hereford, and as Lord Hereford, you will stay at Hereford.
Hey, what you saying? The man's an outsider. Pay him off.
I will educate you. I am quite confident that you will learn to rule Hereford. If you do as I bid you, blood will tell.
If you don't, blood will flow.
You are the last of the line. It is your duty to stay and perpetuate the family.
Perpetuate? It's truth. You wait till I show all this to Sally.
Sally?
Yeah, she's my girl. She is going to love all this, I'll tell you.
This Sally, is she also from
Lambeth? Yeah, of course.
Lambeth?
My God.
I should perhaps have mentioned, William, that it is a condition of the will that you marry a fit and a proper consort.
Sally's fit enough for me, all right. She comes with me in the car. Here, I'll get her in.
Oh, don't do that.
All right. I'll go and fetch her in. Here.
Keep an eye on the car, mate.
Just one moment. The will states that you must marry a woman of your own class.
Well, that's all right then, because Sally is me own class.
Not any longer. You may bring her in and tell her who you really are, and then the car will take her back to Lambeth.
Oh, yeah? Well, we'll soon see about that, me old fruit. Me old fruit! Oi, Sal! Here, you're never going to believe this. Here, listen what's happened.
Well,
Well, we shan't have a penny.
I can just see the newspaper headlines. Hereford's Cockney Lord. Jelly deals on the Crown Derby. My God, Maria, you can't let that costermonger take over Hereford.
the family needs new blood.
Call that new blood? Hang it all, Maria, what are we going to do?
Mr. Parchester is here to advise.
Yes, dear Mr. Parchester, please do advise.
As the family solicitor, here's my advice to you. As the family solicitor, here's what you ought to do. For 6 and 8, I'll put you straight if anything goes wrong. For I contend you must pretend that life is one sweet song. So, sing a little and dance a little and play a little and play a little. Bring your troubles more and more to the family solicitor. Sing a little and think a little and eat a little and drink a little. Keep it rough for the 94 for the family solicitor. I'll take all your pieces, keep you in your places. Maybe sing your faces. Ha 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 ha. Hop a little and skip a little and jump a little and rip a little. Thank your lucky stars for the family. The family solicitor.
He'll take all our cases, keep us in our places.
Maybe save our faces.
Hop a little and skip a little and jump a little and rip a little. Thank your lucky stars once more for the family solicitor.
Say a little and think a little and eat a little and drink a little. Keep us up for the 94 for the family solicitor. I'll take all your cases, keep you in your places. Maybe save your faces. Ha 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 ha.
Hop a little and skip a little and jump a little and rip a little. Thank your lucky stars once more for the family solicitor.
Hop a little and skip a little and jump a little and rip a little. Thank your lucky stars once more for the family solicitor.
Hop a little and skip a little and jump a little and rip a little. Thank your lucky stars once more for the
Family,
family.
family, family solicitor.
Family solicitor, the family solicitor, the family solicitor.
Family solicitor.
I should take a walk in the rose garden to compose myself.
Well, thank you for that useless advice, Parchester. It looks like the workhouse for us now. Come along.
That man has to go. I want him out of the house. There's nothing we can do, Parchester.
Well, we could examine the original will, perhaps.
For a loophole.
Yes, for a loophole.
Where is the will?
In the library.
The library. Oh, what are we waiting for?
The library. The library. Oh,
I say, wait for me.
Here she... Oh, it's all right, Sally, come in there. You've all gone.
Cool. It's the bleeding Albion.
Yeah. You wouldn't get this in no Odeon. Would you care to dine with me, Miss Smith?
Oh, Bill, it's bigger than the British Museum.
Yeah, it's cleaner and all. You can eat your dinner off that floor.
Oh, you don't have to. They've even got them posh newspapers you can eat your chips out of.
Yeah, yeah. Look at the size of their vinegar bottles.
Bill, I still can't believe it.
It's true, I tell you. My aunt's a duchess, so that makes me...
Dutch?
No, a lord. I am a lord.
Ah, so this is your house.
Yeah, this is my house. Well, our house, of course. No, not very homely, is it?
No, I'll soon change all that when we're married. I'll clear out all this old rubbish.
Yeah,
And that old iron.
yeah. Bang a nice bit of flared wallpaper or something,
Oh,
eh?
yeah. Shoving some new furniture, and net curtains and a bit of lino.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill, we can have a lovely motor car.
Cool, not half. Here, you'll be my... Yeah, what's the Neil's wife called?
And no less.
Yeah, you'll be my less.
Ah, Bill, when I'm an less, I won't have to work down the fish market no more. Oh, I'll be out of my own little dress shop. I've always wanted a little dress shop.
Leave it out, girl. You won't need to work.
I'll be out of my hair boomed.
And your fingers manicured.
And my toes carotidized and you'll buy me lots of scent.
Of course I will. Get rid of that fish smell somehow, girl.
Oh, Bill, and when I smell luscious, we can sit in the pictures in the 3 and 6 instead of the 1 and threepennies.
Cool. It's a dream, isn't it? Here, I've got to be educated.
Educated? Who says?
The executors. That's my aunt and Sir John.
Are they the executors?
Oh yeah, not off. They drop off the dough if I don't come up to scratch. I'm going to learn a lot, girl. Work fast. Do a lot of perpetuating.
Oh, yeah. And where do I fit in?
Hey, what you mean?
Am I going to be staying here as well?
Well, I mean, we'll sort something out. Yeah, she's a bit of a drag, ain't that old Duchess? You know, there's a pub nearby. Perhaps you could stay there a few nights, eh?
Bill, all this ain't going to part us, is it?
Leave it out. Nothing is going to part me and my girl.
If they make you marry one of their lot, I shall die an old maid.
So will I. Yes, Sal. I couldn't live without you.
And I couldn't live without you, Bill.
You're all I've got. Life's an empty thing. Life can be so awful lonesome if you're always on your own, son. Life's an empty thing.
Life's a different thing. When you found your one and only, then you feel no longer lonely. Life's a happy thing.
Everything was topsy-turvy, life seemed all wrong. But it came alright as soon as you came along. Me and my girl, meant for each other, sent for each other, and liking it so. Me and my girl, it's no use pretending, we knew the ending a long time ago. Some little church with a big steeple, just a few people that both of us know, and we'll have love, laughter, be happy ever after. Me and my girl.
I love to hear you saying me and my girl, meant for each other, sent for each other, and liking it so. Me and my girl, it's no use pretending, we knew the ending a long time ago. Some little church with a big steeple, just a few people that both of us know, and we'll have laughter, be happy ever after. Me and my girl. And we'll have love, laughter, be happy ever
Good afternoon, my lord.
What's your cup, all right?
Are they the waxworks?
They're the Asherettes.
It is the bleeding old end.
May I, on behalf of the staff, welcome you to Hereford, my lord?
Lummy, he call you my lord.
No, shut up. Cheers, Squire. Thanks very much. This is Sally.
Pleased to meet you. I'm sure at the sound.
Aperitif, my lord?
Hey?
Aperitif, my lord?
No, thanks. I got my own, right?
A glass of wine, miss?
Ah, thanks a bunch. Yeah.
Here. You haven't got a fag, have you, mate?
Certainly, my lord.
Oh, thank you very much. Here. And salad, one and all.
They are all yours, my lord.
What, eh?
Everything here is your lordship's property.
Oh, Sal. Here, take your box. I'll take the box as well. It's all mine now, isn't it? Here, what about something for your lodgings in Lambeth? Oi, oi. Nice comfy chair. Here, Bungit and O'Reilly. Smiley.
Oh, Bill, could I have that?
What
I've
that?
always wanted a toast rack.
Of course you can. Here, Bungit and Morris. Here, and you'll need this in case anyone tries to rob you, right? Here, Bungit and Ford. Claude.
And I think I'll take the rest for our honeymoon.
Yeah. Are you sure all of this is mine?
Everything here is the property of your lordship.
Don't argue with the man, Sal. Just take the people off.
Right, I will.
William of Hereford is diametrically in reality, theoretically quite opposed, and not pathetically to all that appertains to gentlefolk. So he thinks with great piety, this sad man of pure propriety needs no sense of high society.
He takes his food with a horrid zest. He eats one half and he wears the rest.
So it may be true that his blood is blue, it is nothing quite as purple as his language. He's rough, he's rude, he's tough, he's rude. By all but it's understood, he'll never make the nobleman that constitutes a gentleman, an English gentleman. We served him peas and they all shot forth to the east and west, to the south and north.
Then he let one fly and it struck the eye of Lady Margaret Leicester.
Poor Lady M was a fearful thought, she's never had a pea in her eye before. He's rough, he's rude, he's tough,
Oh, bleeding Jack!
he's rude. By all laws it's understood, he'll never make the nobleman that constitutes a gentleman, an English gentleman.
ride, my lord.
Pleasant ride? I'm going to put that horse on a diet. It'll take me a week to straighten out these legs. Oh, thank you, Oates.
Oats, my lord.
Oh yeah, sorry mate. Oats. Oats and barley, Charlie.
Her Grace doesn't wish you to call me anything but Charles, my lord.
You should hear what I call her sometimes. Oh my God, Mum, what's that?
It's bean soup.
I don't care what it's been. What is it now?
The family thinks you are being too convivial with us, my lord.
Convivial? Conbleeding-vivial? I don't know, what's the matter with you lot, eh? The family look down on me, you lot look up at me. I'm hemmed in, like the M in an M sandwich. I think I'll go down the old rubber-dub-dub. The pub! See Sally.
Her Grace doesn't approve of you meeting Miss Smith at the rubber-dub-dub.
Yeah, well, it's my life, isn't it?
It is indeed, my lord, and it is also your pub.
What?
The Hereford Arms is part of your lordship's estate.
Struth!
My lord, Lady Jacqueline awaits your lordship in the Rose drawing room.
The Rose drawing room. Where's that then?
It is in the west wing, my lord, south of the billiard room, west of the north morning room. But if you would like a footman to take you there.
No, it's all right. No, just give me a compass and a biscuit ration, I'll find it. Here, if Sally comes round, you tell her to come rescue me, right? Know what I mean?
My lord, Her Grace has made overheard her saying that she wishes to part you, Miss Sally.
Hey?
She doesn't like your lordship visiting Miss Sally at the Hereford Arms and treating the locals there.
And playing darts and shove halfpenny with them.
I don't know. Oh, King Edward never had this trouble. One speech on the wireless and he and his missus were shot at a lot of them. I know just how he felt.
All the hearts each understood, he'll never make a noble thing. And once they took such gentlemen, having his gentleman. And once they took such gentlemen, having
I don't know. Women never here when you want them, eh? Oh, my God.
Well, here we are again.
Yeah, I seem to be seeing rather a lot of you lately.
I thought we might meet up this morning, as Mummy has suggested that I take you in hand
Oh.
to teach you about art and literature and life. Do you know our great novelists? Dickens,
Nah.
Thackeray.
Nah.
Do you like Kipling?
I don't know. I've never kibbled.
Bill, you and I are soulmates. I can look deep into your eyes and see what you're thinking.
Then why don't you slap my face?
You're a man. I'm a woman.
Oh my God, so you are.
I can see everything so clearly.
Not as clearly as I can.
I'm on a ship, sailing away. I'm abroad.
You're telling me.
Italy, Florence, just we two making love.
What, you and Florence?
I kiss you on the piazza.
No, I never do.
Bill, I believe that when two people are attracted to each other, they should throw caution to the winds. Nothing should come between them and their destiny. It is useless to resist. Can't you feel my heart pounding?
Oi, don't start all that. Someone might come in.
Let them come in. Let the whole world come in. What have we got to hide?
Oh, there's them for a start.
Oh, Bill, knew how long I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, I was only downstairs.
How I've longed for someone who plays upon my heart like you, tall and dark and handsome and sweet. Someone who could take my heart, maybe tear my soul apart. See, I lay myself at your feet. You would, if you could. You could, and you should, and you would, if you could.
But I can't.
I'm sure that you can. I know you're a man, and you would if you could.
But I shan't.
When you're a bad boy, you go my way. But you're a good boy, and so you say. Regretfully, you would if you could. You could, and you should, and you would if you could.
Nah, it's impossible. I might put my arms round you, do the thing that most men do. Men not so high-minded as I can't do that caveman stuff. Sock 'em hard and treat 'em rough. Mother wouldn't like me to try.
You would if you could. You could, and you should, and you would if you could.
But I don't.
I'm sure that you do. Just look at the view, and you would if you could.
I won't.
You're like an apple on top of a tree. I'd like to shake you. I'd like to see you falling for me. You
I would if I could.
Bill, you could, and you should, and you would if you could. Bill!
I'll really think it's out of the question.
Gerald! I was just giving William an etiquette lesson.
Oh, really? Jackie, I'm shocked. Ooh. I'm astonished. I'm amazed. You are looking at a highly disturbed person.
Really, Gerald? Do you mind?
Yes, I do. I'm jiggered and staggered and profoundly startled. I'm going upstairs to bathe my temples in eau de cologne.
Hello, Sal.
Bill, would you have the goodness to present my compliments to Lady Jacqueline and tell her that I would like to have converse with you alone?
William,
She said,
would you kindly tell Miss Smith that I was just leaving? I detect an odour of prudishness in the air.
The smell to what her lady is referring, William, seems to be coming from some cheap French scent in the neighbourhood of that settee.
Perhaps Miss Smith is not aware, William, but such gross impertinence betrays an obvious lack of breeding.
Thank her ladyship for me, William, and tell her that if I want lessons in her kind of breeding, I can go to a farmyard.
How dare you!
woohoo, cock-a-doodle-doo.
William, I shall see you later, after your little friend has gone.
That's right, dear. You run off and solve your frock.
A saucer of milk for Miss Smith?
She don't half get my dander up that one.
Yeah, I know what you mean, girl. Still, never mind her. As my girl.
I don't like coming round here, Bill. The Duchess don't want me to.
The Duchess? What's she got to do with it, eh? But this is my house. If you go, I go.
But she's right. As long as I'm around, you can't grow into a gentleman. You best forget me.
Forget you? Forget you? Yeah, I can no more forget you than I can forget... What's his name? You require a lot of looking after. That's one job in which I take a pride.
You can always make me smile, make my journey seem worthwhile.
Why not keep me always at your side to guide you? Hold my hand, no matter what the weather, just to hold my hand. We'll walk through life together, for you'll find in me that kind of a friend who will see me through to the end. So if you hold my hand, we both shall walk on steadily, for I understand you hold my heart already in the dream where I have planned that I will hold your hand forever.
Why are you persisting with this nonsense? Nothing you can do or say would make me believe that William could ever be made remotely fit and proper for Hereford.
We shall see. I have sent for him.
You and I used to understand each other.
Oh, Sir John.
Remember when we were young? I used to climb that oak cherry tree in your father's orchard. I'd throw down all the best fruit for you.
And we'd both eat until we felt sick.
We were very close in those days.
Put me down! Put me down! Oh, not that hard!
Thank you for dropping in, William. It's time for more lessons.
But I was just going down the pub to see Sally.
Maria?
John, I hope you don't mean to thwart me.
Go on, John. Give her a go thwarting, mate. Yeah,
You may leave us, Sir John. We have work to do.
Back to me, Kennel.
Oh, John. Here, take this with you.
Barchester, time for lessons.
Your Grace.
What's today's torture then, eh?
Well, I felt we should begin with your personal correspondence. You have a great deal outstanding.
Fan mail? What do they all want then?
Well, this one, for instance, is from Mrs. Celia Worthington. She wants to know if you lay a foundation stone for the new hospital.
Celia Worthington? But I don't even know her. Know her?
The Worthingtons are one of the oldest families in England.
Oh, well, tell her I'll do it. Do it. Here. They're not older than us, are they?
No. Your family predates them by some 100 years or so.
Upstarts, social climbers, parvenus, I'll turn them down and down. That's that one sorted. Right, what's that one there?
Well, this is a letter asking if you will help the old ladies home.
Blimey, I didn't know they were still out. Here, I recognise that writing. That's from my old mate, Bob Barkin. Right, hey, good old Bobby. Here, listen to this. Dear my lord, that's me. This is to thank you for your wedding present of a bracelet. My missus is very proud of it and wears it on her PTO. PTO? What's that? Oh, wrist! No. PTO
stands for please turn over.
Oh, the letter. Right. My missus is very proud of it and wears it on her wrist. You're trying to pull my tickler again, aren't you? It's a bit more here. We have moved to a new home near the gasworks. So there was always an horrible smell from your old pal Bob. No change there. Here's a PS here. We thank you for your invitation but cannot accept as we are no longer in your class anymore. Marvellous, isn't it? You get a bit of good fortune and your mates desert you. I'm not in his class anymore. Well, I'm not in your class, and I'm certainly not in her class.
No class. Now come along, William. We must get on.
What am I to do with this lot, eh, Cedric?
Do you really want my advice?
Sure, not many.
Well, as the family solicitor, here's my advice.
That will
As
do,
the family.
Barchester, that will do. You may leave us.
Your grave.
Senatorium?
Sit down, William. I have come to a decision. It is time local society had a chance to meet you. Tongues have wagged for long enough. To that end, I have issued invitations for a dinner party to be held in honour of your succession. Between now and then, I shall teach you how to behave like a gentleman.
Oh, yeah. Well, how are you going to do that one then, Carrie?
Carrie.
Oh, sorry, mate, yeah. Carrie Grant, aunt.
William, for the 100th time, please don't rhyme. Oh, our first task is to teach you how to speak like a gentleman. Poetry, therefore, is out of the question. Now, all speech is merely a matter of imitation. I dare say you could learn to speak like, say, Gerald, if you put your mind to it.
Oh, go on. No, please, no.
Well, really, Aunt Maria, I'm going upstairs to bathe my temples in eau de do.
How do you do?
Very well, thank you. How do you do?
Charles, put the rolls in the garage. I'll butter them later.
Well, perhaps a trifle overzealous, but not disastrous. This is something we can work on. However, speaking like a gentleman is one thing. Behaving like one is quite another. Already, you are breaking 12 major and 36 minor rules of conduct. Here are a few simple don'ts. Don't lie down in my presence. Don't sit whilst I am standing. Don't wear your hat indoors. Don't smoke without my permission. Don't have the last button of your waistcoat done up. Don't pick up cigarette ends. Don't put your hands in your pockets. Don't slouch. Don't sulk. And above all, don't lose self-control. That is the essence of a gentleman. Now, most important, when you are the host of the evening, you must go out amongst your guests, the life and soul of the party. Now watch me.
Well then.
Ah, Lady Camberley, how are you? May I introduce Lord Edenbridge? Oh, Cynthia, my dear, you're looking lovelier than ever, and what a charming dress.
Oi, oi.
Oh, there's Harry. Oh, Harry, I do believe you're putting on weight.
So spy.
How are you, Harry? Have a sherry.
Ooh,
Have a sherry. A sherry, dear Augustus.
bit dry, Sherry, Harry, know what I mean?
Listen,
What?
that's the dance band starting off. Oh, they're playing my favourite.
Oh, I love it,
Now you must dance like that graceful couple over there.
You're doing very well, aren't you?
Oh, there's Lady Lynn.
Ah, Lady Lind. How do you do?
Well, go on. Introduce her to someone. There's Lord Sheringham over there. Call him over.
Oi, Sherry!
No.
No, Lady Lind. Lady Lind, may I present Lord Sheringham? Lord Sheringham, this is Amarilla Lind. Amarilla is an old friend of the Amarilla, stop that. Amarilla, keep your knickers on. I've told you about that before. Now come back here.
William.
Amarilla's misbehaving at Connor. Come back here, Amarilla, now stop that.
Thank you, William.
Oh, how do you do? May I present my fiancée, Miss Sally Smith? Isn't she a top of bishop?
Oh, William. Sally, of course, will not be invited to the party. It is vital that you make a good impression.
No, of course she's coming.
Can't you see that the more you progress, the more inappropriate Sally becomes? She understands that, why can't you?
Yeah, what you been saying to her?
Never mind. Suffice it to say that she knows what is best for you.
Look, whatever you do to me, you'll never part me from Sally.
We'll see about that.
Oh, Auntie, my Lady Lind.
Oh, I do beg your pardon.
Right, I'm off.
Bill!
Sal! Oh, carry on.
I don't have to play the part, Bill.
Oh, it's easy once you get the hang of it. Here, come on, sit down here. Yeah, it's all in the royal wave, right? Carry on. Here, what do you think, Sal? There's going to be a party at the hall for me.
That's nice.
It's to meet all the local nibs. Be a lark, that you reckon?
Well, I'm not coming. I don't want to make you look stupid. But anyway, I'm not being invited.
Don't be daft, Sal. Of course you come. I'm inviting you.
No, Bill. I'm going back to Lambeth. Every day you grow more and more like a gentleman. And I'll get more and more out of place.
You're beginning to sound like my blooming aunt. Don't you love me anymore? If you go back to Lambeth, I'll only follow you.
Oh, Bill,
No! You're staying here, and that's a belly fat. Don't leave it there. It's not even loaded. Blind bleeding
Bill.
farmers.
May I offer you a drink, Miss Smith?
No, thanks. It's Sir John, isn't it?
Yes, I knew the Duchess was ruining the peace of the hall, but I had no idea she was ruining your life as well. Well, it's more important than ever that we persuade the Duchess to let William leave.
But I don't want him to leave.
It is an embarrassment to the whole family.
His real roots are here. He could never go back to Lambeth now. I've got to leave him.
Oh, Sally, you're very fond of him, aren't you?
Once you lose your heart, once somebody takes it from the place it rested in before. Once you lose your heart, once somebody wakes it, then it isn't your heart anymore. It's gone before you knew it could
This, Lord French and the Honourable May Miles.
Where is the Earl? When shall we meet him?
Ah, he's coming.
He's coming.
He's ready.
He's ready, he's coming.
Lovely. Heavens, how's he going to behave?
I hope Her Grace has told him not to eat peas off his knife.
Well, if he calls down for a pint of mild, I shall simply scream.
He'll let us all down. He'll make the family look ridiculous.
But the family is ridiculous.
You want to be laughed at.
We will be laughed at whether I want it or not.
But have you reorchestrated his table manners? Taught him not to shout? Shown him how...
He'll manage. Ah, he's coming.
The Earl is coming.
Ah, Aunt Mariah, you look absolutely ravishing. Welcome to Hereford Hall, everyone. Ballydashit.
Oh, William.
William.
May I introduce my very dear friend, Cynthia Worthington.
Ah, Mrs. Worthington. Delighted. Have you had a sherry? Sherry? Gosh, I do declare you've put on a bit of weight.
I beg your pardon. William is so original.
Lord Hereford, I've been dying to meet you.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Lady Brighton.
Oh, I know your husband, the peer.
But you know my daughter May.
Oh, but thanks for the tip.
Are you enjoying your new life?
Oh, frightfully, yes. Absolutely.
Oh, you seem to be doing awfully well.
Well, we keep trying, you know.
Mrs. Stainsley Asherton.
Bless you. Oh, juice it, you're late. Blood will tell. I see you've had a sherry.
Sophia, my dear, you know Mr. Parchester.
How do you do, Mr. Parchester? Sophia Stainsley Asherton.
Take lots of water, it'll soon pass.
Now do tell me, which one is Lord Hereford? I gather he's a complete outsider.
A complete bally outsider.
Oh, it's the Duchess I feel sorry for. Mariah means to part with right.
Oi, Lambeth, do you mind?
I beg your pardon.
Oh.
There is Lord Hereford.
This is Lord Hereford.
Miss Sally Smith.
Sally!
Hey, Lord Hereford. Seems like you've invited me. Well, I thought I'd come. And I've brought some of our royalty along with me. This is the Pearly King of Queen. And I've brought some of our old mates along with me too. You see, Lord Hereford, you want me to come?
Yes.
Well, now you can see me and my French just stuff fitting. But perhaps now you let me get back to Lambeth, where I belong.
Yes, off you go back to that.
Oi! That's my girl you're talking to, Sally. She's done all this to prove she don't belong. Well, all she's done is prove to me that I don't belong. I'm chucking this.
William.
It's all right, Auntie. I shall retire on the annuity.
No, Bill. I didn't do this for that.
Oh, come on, Sal. East End is East End, West End is West End. I'm off.
Do you think I'll be beaten like this? You will at least stay for dinner.
Well, as long as me mates can stay. Right, you want to stay?
Very well, they can stay.
Yeah, all right. But after, I'm going straight back to Lambeth.
We'll see about that.
You don't get it, do you? We could no more walk the Mayfair way than you could walk the Lambeth way. Lambeth, you've never seen. The skies ain't blue, the grass, it ain't green. It hasn't got the Mayfair touch, but that don't matter very much. We play a different way, not like you, but a bit more gay. When we have a bit of fun, oh boy. Anytime you're Lambeth way, any evening, any day, you can find us all doing the Lambeth walk. Every little Lambeth girl with her little Lambeth cow, you can find them all doing the Lambeth walk. Oi! Everything free and easy,
Do as you don't well pleasing. Why don't you make your way there? Go there, stay there. Once you get down Lambeth Way, every evening, every day, you'll find yourself doing the Lambeth. Oh, yeah.
Every time you're every evening, every day, you'll find us all doing the Lambeth Walk. Hey! Every little Lambeth house, every little Lambeth house, you'll find us all doing the Lambeth Walk. Hey!
Everything's bright and breezy. Do as you don't well pleasing. Why don't you make your way there? Go there, stay there. Once you get down Lambeth Way, every evening, every day, you'll find yourself doing the Lambeth Walk. Oh yeah! Anytime you're Lambeth Way, any evening, any day, you'll find yourself doing the Lambeth Walk. Every little Lambeth house, with a little Lambeth house, you'll find us all doing the Lambeth Walk. Every free and easy, do as you don't well pleasing. Why don't you make your way there? Go there, stay there. Once you get down there, any evening, any day, you'll find us all doing the Lambeth Walk. Everything's free and easy, do as you don't well pleasing. Why don't you make your way there? Go there, stay there. Once you get down Lambeth Way, any evening, any day, you'll find us all doing the Lambeth Walk.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The sun has got his hat on, hip 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 hooray! The sun has got his hat on and he's coming out today. Now we'll all be happy
hip hooray! The sun has got his hat on and he's coming out today. Joy bells are ringing, the songbirds are singing, and everyone's happy and gay. Dull days are over, we'll soon be in clover, so get all your troubles away. The sun has got his hat on, hip 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 hooray! The sun has got his hat on and he's coming out today. Now we'll all be happy, hip 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 hooray! The sun has got his hat on and he's coming out today. All the boys excited, all the girls delighted. What will fun for everyone sitting in the sun all day. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ding-dong, billy-billy-bee-bo-billy-bong. Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum, do-do-do-do-do. So jump into your summer, hip 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 hooray! The sun has got his hat on and he's coming out today. His hat on and he's coming out today.
Have you seen William at all today, Gerald?
No, William?
Yes, well, after last night's dreadful performance, I wanted to give him a good dressing down. I blame that upstart Cockney girl. Once those types sniff money, there's no stopping them.
No.
I'm off for a game of croquet with Edward. I'll see you later, darling.
Edward? Who's it? Harchester. Hello. Have you seen William?
He's in the library. Her Grace has persuaded him that before he retires, he must at least make his maiden speech in the House of Lords.
Yes, but what on earth is he going to speak on?
The Public Right-of-Way Act of 1894. He's in the library now, studying the relevant dirty looks.
The what?
The dirty looks! The book!
Harchester, please don't start on that Cockney rhyming slang. Do you know, this morning he called me a daft raspberry tart. I asked him what he meant, and he said it meant I was a silly nit. I mean, it doesn't even bally rhyme, tart and nit. They don't rhyme.
Well, perhaps it was blank rhyming slang.
What?
Well, everyone knows that Shakespeare wrote in blank verse, and blank verse is non-rhyming verse.
Yes.
Perhaps this is non-rhyming slang. You know, Cain and Abel, chair. Rosy leaf, coffee, loaf of bread, elbow, that sort of thing.
You know, the whole world's going stark, staring mad. The sooner he bally goes, the bally better.
Yes.
Oh. Jackie?
for coming out, Sally. I wanted to talk to you before you return to London. You know that it's quite impossible for Bill to go back to Lambeth with you.
Of course I do. What do you think I was trying to show him last night?
Maria, you can't
Oh,
sue me.
do be quiet, you futile man. I appreciated what you tried to do, but unfortunately it had the opposite effect. Therefore you must go to Bill and...
Maria, it crossed my mind.
Not a long journey. You must go to Bill and break it off finally, once and for all. Tell him that you no longer love him.
But even if I go, he'll only follow me. You heard what he said.
I think you could stop him from following you, Sally, if you really want to. If not...
Yes, I know. Well, I won't spoil his chances. He means too much to me for that. Leave it to me.
You'll find him in the library.
Oh, and what's he doing there?
He's preparing his maiden speech for the House of Lords.
Oh.
After you've seen him, I will give orders for the car to take you back to Lambeth. But you must make quite sure that he has no intention of following you.
Maria, you are a wicked, interfering old bat.
I am impervious to flattery.
Your Grace.
You can't let her do this to you.
But she's right. Bill belongs here and, well, I don't.
You've got to stand up to her. You've got to show her who's boss.
She already knows who's boss, and she is.
Yeah, I'll stand up to the old witch. Which reminds me, it's my shutter.
Hello. Are you all right? Have you been crying?
No. I'm all right. People often look like they're crying when, well, really, they're sort of laughing.
What?
I'm laughing. I'm laughing. It reminds me. Once my father said, and my mother said, and my sister said, and my brother said, now you're growing up, soon you're gonna fall out of the family roundabout. Then my father said, and my mother said, and my sister said, and my brother said, there's one little thing you should certainly know when into the world you go. Take your troubles on your chin, and now you get an earful. Don't despair or tear your hair, for heaven's sake keep cheerful. That's what father said, that's what mother said, that's what sister said, that's what brother said. They were certainly right in telling me so, and I think that you should know. Here's a little trick, whenever things get a little bit thick, just you take it on the chin, turn on a little grin and smile. Smile! Here's a little ruse to counteract and attack on the blues. Just you take it on the chin, cultivate a little grin and smile. What's the use of worrying about a single blessed thing? After all is done and said, pretty soon we'll all be dead. So if we're alive, if there's a bother you want to survive, just you take it on the chin, turn on a little grin and smile. Here's a little trick, whenever things get a little bit big, just you take it on the chin, turn on a little grin and smile. Smile. Here's a little ruse to counteract and attack on the blues. Just you take it on the chin, turn on a little grin and smile. What's the use of worrying about a single blessed thing? After all is done and said, pretty soon we'll all be dead. So if we're alive, if there's a bother you want to survive, just you take it on the chin, cultivate a little grin. Just you take it on the chin, turn on a little grin and smile. Smile, smile.
Well, that's no bleeding good. Your lordships, your worships, your parsnips, your fish and chips. And there must be some way of getting this speech started. My lords, having risen to my feet on this suspicious occasion, I would like... Oh!
Oh, Bill! Are you alright?
No, I've got to bend my wedding tackle, ain't I?
And you've got the cornet.
Cornet? Sound like it's a coronet.
Oh, you don't half look smart, Bill.
Yeah, do you reckon?
Here. Why is your get-up trim with all that vermin?
Vermin, Sal, this is ermine.
Those look like vermin.
You do it all, I've got rats crawling in it.
Rats. Here. Look at this. What's this book here?
That is the history of the Airfords.
Ah,
Yeah, put that down. It's my family tree. That's got pictures of all my ancestors going back to 1066.
Ah, 1066. I learnt all that when I was at school.
Well, then you know who came over in 1066 then.
Yeah, the Romans.
No, the Romans came over in BBC. I'm talking about 1066 AD.
Ah, after dark.
Oh, I know, dominoes. Does those things mean nothing to you?
Winkles.
I'm talking about the Battle of Hastings, when Harold, with his hat in his hand, was hitting the high with a harrow.
Ah, yeah, I remember now. He put an apple on his head and he said, "Shoot, father, I am not afraid."
Aren't you getting that confused with Robert Newton in the pear tree? No, the bloke who came over in 1066 was William.
Of oranges.
William of Oranges?
Yeah, with Nell Gwyn.
I want to suppose William of Oranges was the son of Robert Peel.
Oh, no, Bill, you're mixing him up with Robert Peel and the Spider. Was he one of your ancestors?
No! Look, let's sort this out once and for all.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
See that geezer there? That is Rupert the Stupid Airford. He was killed at the Battle of Hastings.
Why was he called stupid?
Well, he wasn't actually at the battle, see? What happened was he was camping in the field next door and he came over and complained about the noise. Stupid, see? Now, we really started with King John. Now, that geezer there, that is Simon de Airford. He forced the king to sign the old Magna Carta and he so founded a strong English constitution. Here, then he married the king's cousin and had 14 sons.
Blimey, he must have had a strong constitution.
Oh, yeah. Here, you know where the old Magna Carta was signed?
Yeah, at the bottom. Blimey, ain't you grand?
Here, so, see that geezer there?
Yeah.
And that is Richard Airford. It was him that fought Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc? We ancestors don't go back that far.
Hey? Now, Joan of Arc came after King John. You're getting your history muddled, girl.
Oh, no, I'm not. Everyone knows that Joan of Arc was married to Noah.
Not that Arc! I'm talking about the French Arc, Joan of Arc, you know. She was a beautiful maiden who rode against the English with nothing but her courage.
Ah, yeah, she rode round on a little white horse through the streets of Covent Garden.
Don't be so bally daft. That was Florence Nightingale.
Oi! Bill! Come here. Who's this geezer over here?
Oh, them there.
This one, yeah.
Oh, that's Jonathan Airford. He's standing beside a big Spanish galleon.
Oh, don't he look lovely?
Yeah.
I've seen him somewhere before on Milton on the Bounty.
Don't be so daft, Sal. These photographs were taken long before the event of film cameras. So what? It was Jonathan actually saw Sir Walter Raleigh spread out his cloak.
Spread out his cloak? Whatever for?
Surely, Sal, even you remember he passed over.
Yeah, the Israelites.
You're pretending to be more ignorant than you actually are, aren't you?
And what would I do that for?
You're trying to put me off. Like you tried last night at the party. I tell you this, girl, it ain't working. I'm going to do this speech, and then you and me can get married and live on the annuity.
No, Bill. I've come to say goodbye. Can't you see why the Duchess has stuffed all these ancestors into your nut? to make you like a gentleman and me like a worm. Oh, she's making a gentleman out of you, Bill.
She can't make a silk ear out. Oh, blazes. She can't make a silk ear out of a sow's purse.
How can't she? She only got you talking like the BBC.
Oh, come on.
Ah, walking like Douglas Fairbanks.
Don't be so bloody daft.
You even swear all posh.
I...
It's no good, Bill. You've got to marry someone with good blood.
What's the matter with you? You're not anemic,
It's
are you?
not blue, though. Goodbye, Bill.
Hey, what's up, eh? You don't cry.
I'm not.
Well, don't dribble down me vermin then. I'll clobber you and my ancestors, right?
It's no use, Bill.
That does it. Right, I ain't standing there watching you crying. I'm going to have it out with her once and for all.
Bill, you'll never stand up to her.
I won't I? We'll see about that.
Oh, put that down.
Oh, I already have. Right, I'm ready for her.
Once you lose your art, once somebody takes it from the place it rested before. Once you lose your art, once somebody wakes it, then it isn't your art anymore. It's gone before you knew it could ever go that way, and now you must pursue it forever and a day. Once you lose your art, once somebody takes it, there's one thing certain from the start. You've got to follow. You've got to follow your heart.
The car is ready, miss.
Silence, silence! I will have silence! The idea is preposterous. It's absurd. You know it is absurd. Noblesse oblige. Sally does not arise. She simply does not arise. Presently, I shall force Sir John, as the other trustee, to agree, God help me, that you are a fit and proper person to stay as Master of Hereford. Next, I shall marry you to Jacqueline. She doesn't love you, but she wants your money and your titles. Nothing wrong with that. Love. Love is for the middle classes.
What about the king? He married for love.
Oh, if only I could say something. If only I could find the words to speak. But there you lie and chatter, chatter, chatter. Argue, argue, argue.
Nag, nag, nag.
Born free!
I can't get a word in edgeways.
Now listen!
Oh, William, read that motto.
Nobles a bilge.
Noblesse oblige. Do you know what that means?
Now, we don't want to, do we, Target?
No, we don't, buddy.
Nobility carries obligations.
Did you see that? That was Simon de Hereford.
There's a price to pay for land and titles.
That's Thomas Hereford. In one day, he burnt 400 people.
600 at your service.
Sorry, mate.
Riches bring responsibility.
Oh my God, me ancestors.
The story of Hereford and the town, since William the Norman wore the crown. The story of Hereford through the ages tells of honor and glory on all its pages. Noblesse oblige, noblesse oblige, noblesse oblige. just tell, knew their duty and did it well. Cherished the proud heaven's glory, lived and died, adding to its glory. Heaven stands where heaven stood, thanks to men of heaven blood. Let it go on that way. I pray that it may to the men of heaven of today.
Men of heaven, the ages tell, knew their duty and did it well. Cherish the proud heaven's story, lived and died, still adding to its glory. Heaven stands where heaven stood, thanks to men of heaven blood. Let us go on that way. We pray that it may to the men of heaven of today.
No bless of
No bless of
no
me,
bless of
no bless of me,
no bless
of me. Men of heaven, the ages tell, knew their beauty and did it well. Cherish the proud heaven's story, lived and died, still adding to its glory. Heaven stands where heaven stood, thanks to men of heaven blood. Let it go on that way. We pray that it may to the men of heaven of today.
Oh, John, thank God it's you. Yeah, you should have been there a minute ago.
Why?
All my ancestors, all tap dancing. There's Simon there for giving it some of this. And there's William the Cook. He's just been a right bloody ball leader. Look, he's still singing.
Thank God, you must be as drunk as I am. It's the only way with Mariah. She's like Mussolini, without the charm. It's the only way to face her. Got to get very drunk indeed. Thank you, Charles. Tea? How dare you? I had an aunt once who drank tea, dead before she saw 50. Mind you, the steamroller didn't help me. Now the old trout should have stuck to whiskey, stands to reason. Come on, my boy, let's get you a squib.
Hey, John.
Yes.
John, you know she's trying to turn me into a novel.
What?
A novel. A toffee-nosed Herbert like you. No offence.
Don't say you were doing good health.
Good health. You want to know something funny, Mark? When I first saw you, I said to myself, that there is the right Burke. That is a 25 carat gilt-faced pile of sweepings.
When I first saw you, I said to myself, Johnny? I call myself Johnny, you know.
Of course,
It's
yeah.
my name.
Johnny.
This man you are looking at is the Sussex guy.
What?
A gutter snake.
Ah, yeah.
This is a man I would walk 10 miles in tight shoes to avoid. This is nothing but an unmitigated Yahoo!
That is the most beautifulest thing anyone has ever said to me. Here you go, John. You did all of that. Here, have another drink, me old China. Ta gov. Gov. Don't let the Duchess hear you saying that, Tosh. They won't all be a lot of trouble, John.
Yeah. I don't think much of yours.
No.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, there aren't off something going on for this house, John. I'll tell you that once and for all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give it a minute.
Just have a drink while I'm waiting. Bill, what's that? The Duchess is the key.
The key.
We've got to get the Duchess to see Sally in her own true light.
That's right.
If I... Oh, yes, Sir John.
God, where did you spring from?
You must both stand up to her grace.
Ooh.
You must tell her, if I may use the phrase, where to go with no support.
So, are you on our side then, eh, Cedric?
Well, Cedric, is that your name, Burgess? Never knew you had a name, Burgess. Cedric! Well, in this battle, my boy, hey, my God, you've got short arms. Well, in this battle, my boy, you're either with us or you're not with us.
It's all for one and one for all.
And I'm for another drink.
Yeah, me and all.
Oh, well then, I suppose I must be with you. We must present a united front.
So, what do you advise then, Cedrico?
Well, as the
That will do, Harchester. That will do. Pay close attention. I have at last succeeded in uniting the family in this matter, and we are here to demand that you give up Sally at all costs.
You and the family demand? Well, let me tell you something. We, that is I, demand that I marry Sally or die an old maid. Whatever you lot say. Here, where have they all gone?
William, pull yourself together and come here.
No, I won't come here.
Come here.
Shan't. I intend to be master in my own house. Master of the house.
Now listen to me.
Now you listen to me. You and the family can all go to blazes.
How dare you say so?
Stop! And eat up is to sell yourself. Stop! And Sir John told me to tell you personally to all go to blazes. Then the fat will be in the fire. The history of the efforts starts with me. And this is what I think of past history.
How dare you! This only goes to show how much you need a proper consort to teach you how to behave. And Sally is the last person for that position. The last. Finally and positively, the last.
Bill. I just seen Sally leaving in the car.
She's made her do it. She's made her go back to Lambeth.
I'll get Mariah back. I'll teach her it's wrong to part two lovers.
Wrong.
I'll stand up to her.
Stand up. John, you're right, mate.
Yes, it's all right. I was just standing up to her.
Very good job, John.
Yes.
John, I want to tell you something, right? You know Sally?
Yeah.
It's Sally.
Yes.
Well, she's my girl.
Yeah. I know.
I never loved anyone else.
I know.
Well, except you, of course. She's everything to me.
Yes.
Everything.
Yes. Me too. She's a hard old battleship, but I love her.
Oh, Sally?
Yes. No, Mariah. No.
Yeah. Why is this room spinning around? What you have been doing to this room, you old rascal?
It's not me, old sport.
Huh?
Must be something to do with those damn sunspots.
Nah. I know what it is.
What's that?
The world keeps on turning, you can't stop it turning. It's love makes the world go round. And old love and new love so long as it's true love. It's love makes the world go round. Without love, nobody will sing. Without love, no wedding bells ring. And though people doubt it, they can't live without it. All over the world they found that love makes the world go round. It's love makes the world go round. It's love makes the world go round. Without love, nobody would sing. Without love, their wedding bells ring. And though people down and they cry, that love makes the world go round. Love makes the world go round. Love makes the world go round. Without love, nobody would sing. Without love, no wedding bells ring. And now people doubt it, they can't live without it. All over the world they found that love makes the world go round and round and round and round and round.
Telegram for Miss Sally Smith.
Okay, little boy.
Well, any reply?
She's not in.
Okay, you go. Oh, for God's sake, come on, Sally.
Ah, Bob, I've got to give him his chances to be Lord Efford.
Well, yeah, well, I get that, but I don't understand why you've got to leave your own home.
Because he'll only come after me if I don't. I'll write him a letter telling him not to look for me because he won't find me.
Yeah, well, it all seems a bit wrong to me.
Oh, but Bob, if I don't go, then he'll only follow me. Oh.
Sally, love, there's a telegram come for you.
For me? Ah, I bet it's from Bill.
Oh, really? Is it?
Ah, what did I tell ya?
Dear Sally, I'm giving everything up and coming after you. Love, Bill.
Now do you see why I've got to go? Goodbye, Bob. Keep your fingers crossed for me.
Good luck, Sally.
Oh, saucy.
What an excellent judge of character. Excuse me, young man. Would you tell me where I may find number 21 Capstan Street?
For your information, sir, you're already in Captain Street.
Oh.
And by a further stretch of coincidence, you happen to find yourself right outside number 21.
Oh, well, thank you.
Not at all, sir. It gives me great satisfaction to be of any service.
Thank you very much, and dormez bien.
Merci bien, monsieur. Bonsoir, et le bref.
Good heavens, an educated cockney. Whatever next. Well, here we are, 21. Oh, hello. Does Miss Sally Smith live here?
Who wants her?
Just say it's her fairy godfather.
Who?
Oh, come on, just take me in.
Oh, no, you don't. Not in my house, you filthy beast. Sally! Someone here to see you.
Who is he?
Says he's your furry godfather.
Fairy, not furry. It's all right, Sally, it's only me.
Ah, Sir John, what are you doing here? Oh, it's all right, Mrs. B. This is a very dear friend of mine.
No. This is what comes of hobnobbing with the gentry.
Goodbye, fair spirit of morality. Now then, Sally, what's all this?
It's no use, Sir John. I'm not going back. You're wasting your time.
Now, I haven't come here to persuade you to go back.
Oh, you haven't?
No, we've got to play the Duchess at her own game.
The Duchess don't like me. I'm not fit and proper.
And suppose we made you fit and proper.
Besides, I wouldn't want it.
There's lots of things you can do with a good accent. I mean, look at Ronald Coleman or Vivian Lee.
Well, I've always wanted a little dress shop. But how would you do it?
Ah, not me. But there's an old army friend of mine who lives with a remarkable man in Upper Wimpole Street who certainly could do it. He's done it before. If you love Bill, you'll let him try.
All right, I'll come. But only if you promise not to tell Bill where I am.
Oh, I promise.
Then can we go now? Can we go right now? Because look at this. See?
Right. I'll give my friend a call.
Yeah. I'll just go in and pack a few things.
Good care. I'll be waiting in the car.
All right. Oh.
Oh dear, I must have dropped something.
A couple of Eves, perhaps.
Well, what if I was listening? It was for Sally's good.
So you're Mrs. Brown.
Mrs. Anastasia Brown, yes.
Well, Mrs. Anastasia Brown, you evidently heard that I'm going to take Sally away.
Well, I heard that fairy tale you just told the poor girl.
Yes, well, you flatter me, Mrs. Brown. But you also heard that she doesn't want Bill to know where she's gone.
No more you do, I don't suppose.
Do you know what this is, Mrs. Brown?
Sounds like a fiver.
Yes, and does it look like a fiver?
It is a fiver.
Well, here we are then. If you keep your mouth shut when Bill comes for her.
Oh, I get you, sir. Mum's the word.
Good girl. Now tell Sally the car's at the end of the street. Farewell, Mrs. Anastasia Brown. Not now, girl. This is war, and I must rejoin my regiment.
Oi, oi, I recognise that face.
Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, gold, Mrs. B, don't you start. Here's Sally there. Oi, Sal! Sal!
She's gone. Not here. Gone.
Gone? What do you mean, gone?
She didn't say. She went away. Not coming back no more.
Oh, when?
When? Ooh, ages ago.
Well, did she get more wire then?
Yes. No. Yes. That's what made her go.
Or did she leave an address?
No address.
Oh, what about her mail?
Well, she'll collect it. I don't know.
You're telling porkies, ain't you, Mrs. B? She in there?
No, she ain't. She's gone, I tell ya.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that one before. I think I'll just wait here.
It's no good, Bill. She'll never come back.
Ah, won't she? Who'll soon see about that, eh?
I'm afraid you can't stop there any longer, sir. We'll get locked up for loitering, you will.
Leaning on a lamp, maybe you think I look a tramp, or you may think I'm hanging round to steal a car. But no, I'm not a crook, and if you think that's what I look, I'll tell you why I'm here and what my motives are. I'm leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by. Oh me, oh my, I hope the little lady comes by. I don't know if she'll get away, she doesn't always get away, but anyway I know that she'll try. Oh me, oh my,
I hope the little lady comes by. There's no other girl I could wait for, but this one I'd break any date for. I won't have to ask what she's late for. She'd never leave me flat, she's not a girl like that. Oh, she's absolutely wonderful and marvelous and beautiful, and anyone can understand why. I'm leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by. But this one I'd break any date for. I won't have to ask what she's late for. She'd never leave me flat, she's not a girl like that. Oh, she's absolutely wonderful and marvelous and beautiful, and anyone can understand why. I'm leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by.
gentlemen, champagne is now served on the terrace.
How now, Maria? You've been moping for days. What's the matter? Bad news from your bookmaker.
Oh, John, I just despair of William. Since Sal went away, he's become impossible. He's wasted thousands on detectives to search for her, newspaper advertisements offering huge rewards, nothing. And he's convinced that I know where she is. Oh, I could almost wish the wretched girl back here.
Well, you never know. Perhaps she will come back. Stranger things have happened.
It's so dispiriting.
You know, Maria, I never thought I'd say this, but I think I preferred you when you were a ghastly old trout. Cheer up.
Well, I usually buy myself a new hat when I'm down in the dumps.
Oh, that's where you get them from, is it?
I never realised how truly fond of her William is. I thought when she was out of the way, but he's done nothing but sulk.
Yes, I know what you mean. He's not the same, is he? Ah, well, you never know. True love runs very strange ways. I knew a couple once who had secretly loved each other for over 30 years.
30 years?
31 years, 7 months and 3 days. Their love was so secret they weren't even aware of it themselves.
And what happened?
Well, they struggled miserably along. Until one day, the man took it into his head, after all this time, to go down on one knee, not unlike this, and say in his simple, direct, manly way, I can't move!
I can't move!
In your leg seized up in my back!
Oh, John!
Left a bit, up a bit, harder! Oh! God, oh, damn shrapnel! Always gives me a twinge when I get worked up.
Oh, John!
Now, where was I?
This couple, the man was about to propose.
Oh, Maria!
Oh, John!
Oh, yes!
Oh, no!
Oh, good heavens, you here, Charles?
Yes, sir.
Women, Charles.
Yes, sir.
You ever been in love, Charles?
Oh, no, sir, I'm married.
Really? I'd no idea.
To the cook, sir. You're kind enough to attend this ceremony. Sentence, maybe.
Was I? Oh, well, be that as it may, is she here yet?
Yes, sir.
Did you put her where I told you to?
Yes, sir.
Good man. Now, mum's the word and wait for my signal.
Very good, sir.
Everything going according to plan.
Quiet, Cyril Cedric, and
Oh, as I say, Sir John.
Charles, did you see William today?
I believe he's in his bedroom, Lady Jacqueline.
In his bedroom? At this hour? What's he doing?
I believe he's packing, my
I
lady.
told you so.
Packing? What on earth for?
He did not confide in me.
Oh, Charles, ask Lord Hereford to come here, please.
Very good, my lady.
Jackie, I don't know why you don't give up all this nonsense. Poor Bill's done his search for Sally, you know that. Why don't you just marry me?
Marry you with your debts?
Actually, I don't have any debts. Bill was kind enough to write me rather a large cheque.
Old fresh ripe strawberries.
Oh, William!
You rang, madam?
Yes.
What is the meaning of this?
Oh, Mummy. William, you're not really packing to go, are you?
I am. Unless the Duchess produces Sally.
How many times
Sally? Sally? What about me? I won't be cast aside lightly.
No, you should be thrown with great force.
But don't you feel anything when we're together?
Yes, ill.
But I thought you cared for me.
I couldn't care for you. I'm just an ordinary Earl, not a vet.
Ben! I wouldn't marry you now if you're the last man on earth.
Whoa, well, let me tell you something. If I was the last man on earth, I'd be too busy to marry anybody.
I say, that was a slap in the face.
It's not her face, what's slapping.
I know, but you couldn't very well.
No, but she'd marry the first man who does.
I say,
Do you really think so?
Tally ho! Nice lad, wrong planet, really.
William, where are you planning to go?
Back to Lambeth, Auntie.
This is madness, madness.
Oh!
Haven't I done enough for you? Haven't I thrown parties for you?
At me?
You must have a son to ensure the succession. Better still, several sons.
You've got a mind like a rabbit.
There are dozens of girls falling over themselves to become your wife.
Oh!
Lord Airford's wife. Only one girl ever wanted to be my wife.
But you can't go now. Not after all I've achieved.
I can, unless you tell me where Sally is.
I don't know where she is.
Oh! Gerald!
Then tomorrow, every picture palace in London will show a newsreel of Lord Airford going back to Lambeth.
I say, you'll never guess what's happened. Jack has agreed to be my trouble and strife.
Oh, Gerald. Sorry. And now I'm going back to Lambeth to make Sally be my wife.
And to make the same mistake as your father.
The only mistake he ever made was to leave his girl. I shan't. I'm sorry, Auntie Duchess. You seem to have lost your little battle.
Well, I hope I'm not ungracious in defeat. You may kiss your aunt.
Nah. You may kiss your Nevy.
I will. Goodbye, Bill. You are a true Hereford.
And so are you. Right, cheers, bye everyone. I want to finish packing.
Gerald, fetch him back, quick.
What on earth for?
You'll see. Give me that pen.
Miss Sally Smith.
Who? What does this mean?
Your Grace, Lady Jacqueline, gentlemen,
What does this mean?
we're all of us susceptible to the right treatment, Your Grace.
I think she's got it.
You, John. John, you... Oh my goodness, Sally, does Bill know?
Not yet.
He's on his way.
There is
William, may I present a very special young friend of mine?
How do you do, Lord Hafford?
How'd you do? Charles, can you bring the car around the front, please?
Do I take it that you're going somewhere, Lord Hafford? Oh, what are those two bags doing?
They live here. Right. Well, I'm back and I'm off.
Oh, back to Lambeth, I understand.
Yeah, that's right. To find Sally.
It seems to me, Lord Hafford, and you'll forgive me for saying so, but you must be extremely fond of this girl to give everything up for her like this.
Well, if you only knew just how much I wanted her to come back.
Oh, and if she does come back, Lord Hafford, what on earth would you say to her after all this time?
All I say. All I say. I'll tell you what I'll say. Where the bloody hell are you girl like that.
She's absolutely wonderful and marvelous.